Hi everyone, my name is Jamie. I am the CEO and founder of the Just GLO Network. I am just going to tell you a little bit about my story, that I was a nurse just like everybody else that's probably watching this video. And I thought to become an entrepreneur, you probably had to come from money. And I'm going to tell you that I got started with $4,000 in my bank account and 5 kids at the time. 3 were mine, 2 bonus kids at the time, married to a police officer who made $65,000 a year. A little bit about my background. I was an ER nurse for 9 years. I've been in healthcare, though, for 20 something years since I graduated high school, essentially. I worked at a local prestigious med spa, and for 3.5 years felt like I was kind of the black sheep. I felt like I always had these ideas. I wanted to save my clients money. I didn't want to be told how to treat my clients. I felt very pressured to be high sales, and I just wanted to treat people the way I wanted to treat people. I wanted to go off on my own so I didn't have to have any rules. I just wanted to make my own clinical-based decisions for what was best for my clients, not about the finances. Left with $4,000 in my bank account, like I said, and I was like, okay, I guess I own my own business. It was not a good separation. I felt like I lost my entire support system of the aesthetics industry and kind of was super alone. And so I then, like probably 2 months after I left, got sued by my former employer over my non-compete. And I was like, what the heck? Now what am I going to do? So I got sued to my home. That was part of our settlement. And I created this concept of why not just have low overhead, right? I already got to make this mortgage payment. So I'm going to lower the cost of Botox to $8 a unit, which was basically unheard of in the area. 6 months later, I needed an online booking system I could not maintain. I also worked out of a hair salon about 45 minutes away, which then gave me, in hindsight, the ability to network like with 14 hairstylists to help provide me clientele. 6 months later, I needed an online booking system because I could not keep up. And nurses were who I naturally knew. I felt like people were more comfortable to come to my house, which was so weird, but they said they felt really judged at the local prestigious med spa. So word of mouth got out, because I forgot to also mention I was banned from 1,700 of my former clients. You had to sign a waiver that you couldn't even see me. If anybody knows anything about me, though, I don't like to take no for an answer. I like to just figure it out. And so nurses would naturally come to me to be my clients, and they're like, well, how could I learn to do this? And I was like, I could teach you. I know exactly how I learned. So I started training nurses. In between my ER career and my med spa career, I worked for a group purchasing organization for 1 year. I wanted a really boring job. And anyway, I learned the significance and the value of purchasing product together. With all that being said, this was never my big vision, was to train other nurses. I started selfishly training other nurses so I could get my product cheaper, that could keep my pricing lower to my clients, and then it just became a thing. Here we are 7 years later. That was April of 2018 when I first opened, and now we have over 250 providers in our network, and we're growing. I worked hand in hand with an attorney, brought on some other professional help and partners to help me launch a national campaign. I like to think of us basically as the Uber of aesthetics, because providers are just really bad at being business people, right? We are just so about helping people and taking care of people. Managing a business is not for me, honestly. I'm a total provider at heart. So I wanted to pass this on. My goal and vision was to help others just like myself become entrepreneurs in the industry. And my motto is truly that we all win. We all win out of the situation. The client is getting affordable services. You're getting awesome training and business support all around. And we're getting the best pricing possible. Because to be independent on your own, it can save you merely $200 a vial of certain neurotoxins. Some of them it doesn't all apply to because insurance regulations and things like that. Fillers, there are so many discounted pricing where you don't have to have all this overhead up front to carry all the variety. In aesthetics, I believe in having variety. I like everything from every manufacturer. I think that's what makes me successful in my practice. Ultimately, at the end of the day, it is about what's best for the client. What stands apart from GLO and other companies that run like we do is that you keep all of your revenue. We don't take any percentage of your revenue. There is a yearly membership fee that is usually split up by annually, so you can make 2 payments, which is super affordable. We are licensed in over 13 states with manufacturer wholesale license by the pharmacy that we can distribute product. We do your training. The difference between our training and everybody else's is we offer you a 30-day mentorship. You can take any 2-day course and then be like, now what? The medical director fee is all included in all of this. And I know a lot of people that we talk to think it's too good to be true, but it is, because literally I'm a provider and it's provider owned, and I'm always going to battle for my nurses because that's who I am also. So I totally understand. I totally relate. I buy product just like you guys from my own company, for my own practice. So I understand what it's like to spend $8,000 or 15, it's scary. Sometimes $1,000 or $2,000 is scary for some of you. And we're here for all of it, whether you want to make it a part-time position, but we hope that we can transition it into your full-time career so you can live the dream life that you choose to. We're learning every day how to keep building and add components, things like business support and free ongoing trainings and everything like that. We incorporate our mentors to earning additional monies to help you along your way as well. I just feel like there are so many benefits that GLO offers, and it's just because I think it's my purpose. It's what I am aligned with to do, is to empower people, whether it's at the client level or at the nurse level. I just feel like this is some of my mission on earth. And this is a very cutthroat industry. Every day I'm asking God, what is your will for me in this industry? And I think it's just to bring light to this cutthroat industry. So I just want to share this video, give you a little intro, let you know that we're all real humans here in this little prestigious cutthroat industry, just trying to make it, and your success is definitely our success. I'm here for you. Let us know if you have any questions. I just think one thing I really like to emphasize is, in today's world, we just never know what's real and what's not real. I think the thing that we value at GLO is that we're all real life humans, real life people doing real life stuff. I'm not this like high-tech CEO. I don't have an investor from some kind of private equity company or anything like that backing me. This is truly a business I built from my living room, much like Google and, Microsoft is what I like to think. But we keep it real. Our motto really is that everybody wins in the situation. And again, it comes down to my morals and values, that I just want to let you know that I'm a real person, legitimately, through and through. I try to live with no ego, and I try to serve with a purpose. So I just think it's important when you're choosing a company to work along the side with, that you understand what we actually really stand for, and that's just to be real. Are we perfect? No, we're humans operating a company. There are mistakes that are made, things that we learn along the way. But I feel like I have some of the best team members to help support our growth and keep everything compliant with all the legalities. And the industry is always ever changing. And that's important to consider a company that you should utilize to back your decision. I know a lot of females make emotional-based decisions based on emotions and relationships. I feel like men typically base it on facts, and finances and things like that. But I think we have a good combination of both, and you can contact us anytime. But just remember, we're just everyday people trying to do great things for everyone. I like to think of it as the Uber of aesthetics. We're piloting entrepreneurs in the aesthetics world. There's community over competition. We just really try to keep a positive culture out of everything, because why live negative? That's no way to live. We're here to empower others, for everyone to win, from the client level to the nurse level to the doctors to everything. And I just really thank you for even listening to my story, taking your time out, and even considering being a part of GLOW. And we're not for everyone, so it's okay. But we hope to see you.